The United Nations Security Council met in New York this week for an emergency session, requested by Israel, focused squarely on the hostages still held by Hamas in Gaza. This comes just days after Hamas released harrowing video footage of 2 Israeli captives in severely weakened conditions. The Israeli Foreign Minister, Gideon Saar, stated that the release was a cruel psychological tactic and reiterated Israel's demand. Complete defeat of Hamas is the only way to bring all remaining hostages home. According to Israeli intelligence, approximately 20 hostages are believed to still be alive in Gaza, with the remains of about 30 more. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convened top security officials to finalize what could be the most decisive phase of the nearly 2-year-long war, one that may involve a full military takeover of the Gaza Strip. While Israel sharpens its military focus, the humanitarian situation in Gaza continues to unravel. The US president, when asked about Netanyahu's possible escalation, declined to weigh in directly. Instead, he shifted attention to Washington's humanitarian priorities, announcing an additional $60 million in food aid to the enclave. He emphasized that both Israel and neighboring Arab states have agreed to help distribute the supplies. But aid is not reaching people fast enough. UN agencies warn that Gaza is already experiencing a man-made famine. On the ground, the situation is catastrophic. Desperation has created chaos. Truck drivers say their convoys are routinely looted by starving civilians and armed gangs that have filled the vacuum left by Hamas. Some drivers have been attacked, while others say they flee for their lives when crowds swarm aid trucks. In recent days, videos have emerged of children crying for bread and parents scavenging for anything edible. Adding to the tragedy, multiple incidents this week saw Palestinians injured or killed while waiting for aid. One strike near an aid distribution site left dozens wounded and several dead. Hospitals, such as Nasir Hospital in Khan Yunis, are overwhelmed, with graphic scenes of patients lying on blood-stained floors. At least 68 Palestinians were killed in the past 24 hours by Israeli strikes or gunfire, many while trying to access food. In New York, Israel amplified its hostage campaign by projecting a video of one of the captives, David, on a massive screen in Times Square. The goal to keep the world's focus on the hostages and to justify continued military pressure on Gaza. Yet international voices grow louder, warning that starvation cannot be a collateral consequence of war. Aid organizations insist that at least 600 trucks must enter Gaza daily to meet basic survival needs. On some days, as few as 36 trucks have made it in, many of them intercepted or emptied before reaching distribution centers. The Security Council session, attended by multiple countries, highlighted this dual crisis: a hostage tragedy and a humanitarian emergency. While Israel and its allies stress the need to rescue captives and dismantle Hamas, aid agencies warn of the irreversible toll of starvation, disease, and violence on Gaza's civilian population.